Alright, hello friends. Hello God Mode God. It's nice to see you all back today. Sorry it took so long for me to get back to this run. I meant to have it finished up this week, but you know how it goes. Some shit ended up taking longer than I anticipated, and I ended up having to take care of some shit that I didn't expect to. But we're here, and I'm going to get this run knocked out because I really want to get on to the next game, God of War 2. I've also been considering doing runs of other games. I don't know if God Mode God would be that interested. I was considering doing a run of... Okay. So as you can see, I was trying to do this skip here. I'm going to try it a little bit. If it doesn't work out, then whatever. I need to do it just right though. So let's walk across here. I need to try to do it with no delays. Hopefully that shouldn't be too much of an issue. But I might do a challenge, not a challenge run, just a normal run of like Dark Souls. I might also try a Dark Souls mod at some point, because there's a really good Dark Souls mod that I can't remember the name of, that I played once and I like love the shit out of it, and I think it's actually objectively better than the original Dark Souls. Okay, that was a bad try. So it looks like if I guess I'm not doing it perfectly. I watched the video, I was talking to God Mode God earlier. Watched the video of Xemnas doing this. I'm not going to spend all day with it. If I can't get it, then I'll just do it normally. Okay, I got it. Oh, I almost got it. That wasn't too bad. I'll give it another couple of tries. Yeah, I also really want... Alright, no good. I like God of War 2 quite a bit more than the first one. I know that's a pretty common consensus amongst the challenge running community. It just takes everything that's great about the first one, smooths out some of the edges, and... Damn it. Okay, I think I can get it. I just need to jump slightly sooner. Smooths out the edges and addresses some of the issues with God of War 1, like the lack of boss battles. You know, the game's so fun to play, but there's hardly any bosses in the first game. I was just thinking about this earlier. Oh yeah, you saw that? That was... I didn't even know you could do that until recently, when I watched that Xemnas video. Because, like, it really is more of a speedrunning strat. It has little relevance, just to save time. So it's probably not discussed very often, or shown off. Okay, where the hell do I go? I think it's this way. The next part is going to be the boss, which is going to be the bulk of this video. I haven't done too much research past the boss. I do know how to do the first couple of fights after the Cliffs of Madness, which I jokingly call the Cliffs of Retardation, just because I think it's a funny term. Alright, there's Kratos turning the thing, and it's tightening the chains on that thing that's on the door. There's the Blades of Chaos there, you can see them. Only level 1 on this run. They will not be extended past that. Ooh, no chests. Bad. Oh well. So I got no magic. I don't know if I can... Oh, the boss drops magic as you fight it. That's right. So it won't be too big of a deal, I hope. I'm really concerned this is just going to turn out to this drawn-out ordeal that takes like an hour. Just because... You know, God Mode God told me how to do the thing where you pull the lever multiple times, but I'm prone to shit the bed on stuff like that. And I don't know, I guess I have like brain problems, because like sometimes I'll watch, like I watched Xemnas do this part several times before I started this video. But once I actually start playing, it's hard to like focus on playing the game while also remembering the strategy. Oh, and I didn't need to do that twice. I was distracted by talking. But I feel that, like, I know my commentary is not amazing, but I feel like I need to share my insight into what I'm trying to do. So there's the Cyclops there. The resolution changes in the cutscenes to back when, like how it was on the PS2, because for whatever reason they don't scale up. Playing the game in 4K, I don't know if it actually is showing up in 4K on like the YouTube video, and I don't really care that much as long as it's watchable. Alright. You know, I think I timed this wrong. Because I... maybe not. Did I get it? Nope. Let's just try this out a little bit. Oop, took damage. I hope you can forgive me, whoever's watching, if this is not the most entertaining fight you've ever seen. Okay, he's not going to let me do it. I'm just going to restart. Makes sense, they don't want you to just pull the thing like halfway through the fight. And I'm not the greatest at the quick rolling. I can do it, but not real precisely. Okay, that was close. I didn't do it. Okay. Am I messing up? Because I'm almost positive in the Aristo Simnis video I watched, I was able to, or he was able to break his armor off doing this. And that skips about 3/4 of the fight. I might have to double check. I'll either have to pull the video up on my phone or cut this recording short and pull it up on my computer, which I'd probably just do it on my phone. It's faster, offers less jank in terms of watching the video, although I certainly don't. God Mode God, I think, said to pull the thing right after. Am I doing it too soon or too late? That's the thing. He said to pull it right after it hits, but it's not achieving. I'm getting the repeated pull, but not the desired result. Okay. So I'm just going to have to pull up the video and double check on my phone. It's going to save time. I could just start wailing away at him and start working on getting the sweet spot right, which I will have to do either way. But getting this part down is going to make a big difference. So I'm looking up the video on my phone, the Aristo Simnis video, where he does the thing that I'm trying to emulate on this fight. Okay, I got it pulled up. Now I got to get to the correct spot in the video. I have my doubts that anybody but God Mode God and possibly some other veterans are watching this. Hopefully they'll have the patience to give me just a moment. I know God Mode God would rather wait a minute here than watch me flail around failing for like a really long period of time. Alright, so the correct part of the video. Let me try to figure out what I'm doing wrong here compared to what Aristo said this was doing. Alright, he's better at the fast rolling than me, I can see that clearly. But I don't think that's the issue. I think I'm pulling it a split second too late. Alright, I'm going to give it another shot. Another shot. Oops. Okay, here we go. Playing God of War 1. I'm not terrible at the fast rolling, just not very good at it. Like, I'm not elite, I'm just okay. Oh, I think I did it. Okay. Alright, now I'm back in the same cycle again. Alright, I think I timed it wrong that time. Because I believe Xemnas was able to do this 3 times in a row. I think I timed it wrong that time again, too. Because you need to do it, like, really precisely. Okay. I was able to do it the one time. I'm going to check one more time on the video and see if I can't gain some insight. Because the only thing about the video is I can't see exactly when he's pressing the button. Okay. Watching the video again. Rolling up the stairs. Okay. I don't know that I really gained that much by watching it again, but I'm sure going to give it another shot. Okay, I got this one. Ooh, nice. Okay, I think I've got it now. I was able to do it twice. Beautiful. Thank you so much, God Mode God and Risto Xemnas, for helping me with this part preemptively. Now, can I get the sweet spot down? Not doing too bad. I'm successfully executing the sweet spot strategy. I'm probably not using the perfect DPS strings. I could probably be squeezing a bit more damage out of this. Oh no, no, no! Oh, I didn't take damage. Nice. I wonder, is that blockable? Shows how long it's been since I've done this boss. I guess it wasn't that long ago, but I've done like a bunch of runs since then, so. And I was never an expert on this boss anyways. I think this boss is actually kind of crappy. It's interesting visually, although it's just a giant version of a regular enemy. It's also got like metal on it. Damn it. Shit to bed. Felt like I did block that, but okay. I think I've got the hard part now. Oops, no good that time. Let's see if I can't get it here. Nope. Feels like I'm doing it at the same time, but Well, I got him twice, so I certainly can get him the third time. Unless there's some kind of issue where if you don't do it like 3 times in a row, you can't do it. Might there be some fuckery like that? Because I really feel like I'm doing the timing correctly, though I am still getting used to it. Yeah, I'm just gonna restart it, I guess. Forgive me if I'm just messing it up and it was not necessary to restart either. Because I've always meant to like get this fight down. And now is the time to do it. Okay. First one done. I feel like I got the timing good on the second one. We'll see though. Nope. Let's give it a couple of tries, see if I can't replicate it, then I guess I'll restart it again. I don't know. You know, I want to say that I probably should have practiced this like off camera, but I know God Mode God likes to see like all my progress. And I have my doubts. I believe I mentioned earlier that very many other people are going to watch these videos. And it also could be some weirdness in my controller, because the original PS2 controller did not have this pressure-sensitive R2 button like this does. I gotta give it another go. Okay, I got him the first time. Felt good on that one, but that's not a guarantee. Ooh, I got it. Alright, one more time. Nice. Okay, let's not fuck this up. Remember, I think I can block the hand clap, and that was the only attack he actually used. Not a lot to really talk about here. Just trying to get as much DPS as I can. This is the highest DPS string I know of that I could be doing at this point. So this boss doesn't seem like it'd be that different on a pain, since I don't think I'm gonna have to use any magic. Although I'm not done yet. We'll see. I want to get ahead of myself. The main difference would just be I would be chipping with the Blades of Chaos instead of this Artemis Blade, which would probably take like at least twice as long. Because this R1 attack on the Artemis Blade is really good. And I never really, like a lot of players, I never use the I never used the Artemis Blade that much for a long time. Until I learned about like the ring outs and such. But that wasn't even until I had started doing challenge runs. I have been a huge fan and player of the God of War games for years. But I was wallowing in ignorance. I thought I was hot shit just because I could beat the game on the hardest difficulty. And I actually had a lot to learn. I still have a lot to learn. The whole reason I was able to do this is just by copying someone else, and there's nothing wrong with that. If that person happens to be like the greatest God of War player who's ever lived. And also I have my doubts that he invented these tactics. More likely God Mode God did, or some other runner from God Mode God's time. Oh shit, I shouldn't have jumped down on the phone. I don't want him to gain health. Fuck. Such. Okay, good. He's dead. I believe Ristos was able to skip even more of the fight than that. I don't think he actually chipped his health bar all the way down like I did. But good. I hope God Mode God is proud of me. I certainly could have done it better, but I feel pretty happy with that. I think it took me about 15 minutes to get it all down, because I can see the timer on the recording on the screen. Alright, let's go to this room that doesn't make any sense geometrically. At least not... Doesn't make sense that that monster could be in here. You know, I was talking with some people on the internet. This is not just random people. This is some people I actually know, like... Because I play World of Warcraft. I'm sure that's a shameful thing in God Mode God's eyes. Mostly, not because... I doubt he likes World of Warcraft, but I don't think he hates it either. It's just that he does not approve of me spending time playing that game instead of working on challenge runs. I can almost guarantee you. Wait, can't get the chests. I was talking to people about God of War who were grossly misinformed because they mainly like the new games. And, I was explaining to them how the new games wipe their ass with the continuity of the previous games and only use the God of War name as a dishonest bait and switch in order to attract a pre-existing fan base to sell more copies of the game. And, how I was one of the people that they duped. Reminds me when God of War 5 came out. Wait, is that the right... Do I go back down? Yeah, you go back down this way. Okay. I was confusing it with the other one where you go down the ladder. But yeah, God of War 4 and 5, not as good as the old ones. Nope. Well, it's not that there's no collisions, but the collisions are much more limited. Ring out's much more limited. Abilities... Launches exist in that game, but what you can do with the inability to jump up and grapple with the enemies yourself, what you can do is much less than what you can do in these old games. I had a point for bringing that subject up, but I forgot what it was. And I was one of those people they fooled. I bought God of War 4 thinking it was actually going to be a real God of War game. And those games are not like the worst games ever made or anything. They're just untrue to the God of War games that came before them, that laid the foundation.
I offer you the souls of Hades itself, the souls of the dead, who stand ready to fight by your side.
There's Hades. There's a part in God of War 3 where you can see a statue of him that looks like that. Although I don't really like the story in God of War 3 very much. Although when it comes to story, like, the only ones that really have good stories are God of War 1, and to a lesser extent, Chains of Olympus. And I know that may sound weird, because Chains of Olympus is generally considered to be inferior in almost every way. But at least it has some, like, heart to the story. Unlike something like God of War 2 and 3, where Kratos is just this monster. And don't get me wrong, I like that version of Kratos, but I also think he's more effective as a character when he's not worse than the people that he's trying to kill. Damn it, I tried to do the switch, but I was a split second too late to trick through that dive bomb there. Damn it, tried again, didn't work. Okay, they're all dead. Gonna switch to Medusa's gaze. Alright, will they come up here? Yes, they will. Ooh, terribly sloppy. Bad form on my part. That was awful. I could tell the second I committed to pressing that button that I was doomed, and I had like this split second where I could see my future and that I was gonna die. But I shouldn't have let him go up there. But whatever, I don't feel too bad. Alright, if it's just one, I should be fairly safe, because the other one can't hit me. I know it's a bad habit of mine. I've mentioned it many times, or not many times, but at least once or twice, that I have a terrible habit of just throwing that ST out there. And I know, like in a previous session, I did very poorly against those Minotaurs. Fuck, I hit the wrong magic. Not the end of the world, but it's not what I meant to do. Shit, I may not have enough magic to stone them. I couldn't see very well. Alright. So that was another poor show. I'm just going to restart. Another poor showing. That's just because I neglected to change my magic. Oops. Alright, I'm doing worse here than I did on the freaking boss. You know, I'm trying to play like my heroes, my God of War heroes, like Xemnas and God Mode God. And back in the old days, I used to really admire Taz and Shinobier, and that Mr. Gent as well. He's a really, really good player. I have my doubts I'm ever going to be in the ballpark of any of those guys, but they're my video game playing inspiration. Okay, so these guys up here are dead. Let's let this one guy come up. Oh, there's another harpy too. Is there another harpy? Yeah, there is, but it's like stuck. Can I get it to come up here? I don't want it to be messing with me while I'm fighting these guys. Whatever. Damn it! I hit the wrong goddamn button again. Fuck, I'm stupid. I know I'm going to get a comment from God Mode God about that, and I deserve it. Okay, but I think the fight is over. Oh, not quite. Spoke a little too soon. Knowing me, I'm going to die on this too. But I'd like to dedicate this boss fight to Christos, Xemnas, and God Mode God. Alright, I can go a little further than this. I got nothing to do for a little bit, and I need to make up for lost time. About 30 minutes into the recording. I have a little more time I can play. I really want to get this whole run knocked out. I'm trying to think what are some of the hardest parts coming up. I mean, the Clone War, obviously. Although I think technically I don't actually have to do the Clone War. I know that gets like a frowny face. But consider it's extra credit. You're allowed to do the upgrades for the Clone War. To my knowledge, as far as the technical end of the no upgrades run goes, it ends after the first phase of Ares. I'm probably going to do the Clone War, but I'm just so anxious to get on to a different game. This run right here is kind of... I've let it drag on too long, but part of that is just because I've been busy. Don't know if it means anything to anyone, but I've lost a lot of weight, over 120 pounds, in about a 15-month span. So I feel pretty good about that. Soon I'll be all Kratos looking, you know, with the muscular hypertrophy and all that kind of stuff. Alright, this puzzle that I don't like, it's kind of like a mini puzzle. I think you just turn this until you get to a door. So there's the Blades of Chaos. I was thinking, like, did Ares have the Blades of Chaos made specifically for Kratos, or did Ares already have them? And after Ares dies and Kratos becomes a god of war, does he get the Blades of Chaos back? I assume he would, since they belonged to Ares, and I guess Kratos as the new god of war would get all Ares' stuff. And remember how in God of War 1, you could, like, call Kratos on the phone and it explained how Ares' soul was still alive, and that never ended up going anywhere? Not that it should have. Alright, I hope I'm doing this right. Maybe not. I'm prone to mess up on the puzzles that I've done a million times. Okay, so let's go back into this room. Alright, so I gotta find the thing. I can't remember which is the fastest way, and I'm sure it's the opposite of whichever way I choose, so I'm just gonna go this way. I bet God Mode God knows which is the fastest way. He knows a lot about the God of War games. There's Zeus there, I guess. He's got, like, lightning bolts. You know, this game has a lot of cool little details like that. Alright, so here's the part of the game where Kratos has to turn the thing to make the things line up so that he can get to the cliffs of retardation. Alright, that's not the correct one. That takes you back to the beginning of the game. I mean, the beginning of the Temple of Pandora. Speaking of Pandora, I don't like that character in God of War 3 because she doesn't mean anything. She's a character there to create a tiny bit of pathos, but Kratos is like murdering all the gods and killing everybody in the entire world. I don't really think that subplot is that adds very much. Although the game is very thin on story anyways. Okay. Alright, I have enough, I have enough. Can I get them all right like this? Let's try. Alright, not bad. Are there more? I hope not, because I'm out of magic. I'm sure God Mode God also looks down on me only having one save file per run. He looks out for my best interests like that. That Kratos sure is strong, although his feats of strength are fairly inconsistent. Oh good, I can play the game again. This game has unskippable cutscenes, so... There's going to be another cutscene up ahead. So I'm going to go up the thing, and then there's going to be a fight against these satyrs. I think it's actually pronounced satyrs, but I always said satyrs, and it's hard to break myself of that habit. So I'll be using the Army of Hades, since I'm just copying Risto Simnus' strategy. Although, to be fair, I haven't watched or done much research past the next few fights up in the Cliffs of Madness, so I'm probably not going to go far past this. And there's some pretty tough fights, specifically like the next fight that I foresee being really tough is going to be that one that's like a big open area in a cave in the Cliffs of Retardation with some satyrs and some regular enemies that I had problems with even with like fully upgraded shit. What?
As Kratos rose through the massive temple constructed to guard Pandora's box, he realized it was a monument not only to
I hope so.
Olympus.
I think I just accidentally used my controller to change one of the volume settings, and I don't know how I did it.
The lower floors of Pandora's temple, but what lay in wait above would test even the greatest warrior.
I hope you can still hear me okay. Hold on, I'm gonna adjust it. You might see the mouse cursor for a moment. I know God Mode God hates it. Okay. Sorry, God Mode God. I pray you can forgive me for that. It's for the greater good. I don't want the audio to be weird this next part of the run. Or like really loud or something. Okay, you can see that harpy there. A cutscene will trigger when I get to the harpy. That is unskippable. I'm just gonna warn you now. Alright, I know you can punt this guy, but I'm gonna take the hoe-ass, punk-ass, bitch-ass way out and just grab it. I'm just ready to move on from this run onto something better. God War 2. You have to mash the button pretty hard in God of War 1 to do this. In God of War 2 and 3, the button mashing has been toned down from this, where they lay it on pretty thick. Damn it. It's like, fuck. It happened to goddamn again. Shit, with the fucking, some weirdness with the goddamn volume. Fuck, why is this randomly happening? Because it's no secret what in the fuck is going on? Okay. I have no clue if you can hear me. I'm having a technical issue where I have somehow muted the volume without actually knowing how I did it. Some combination of buttons that I pressed unknowingly has brought up some kind of menu that I didn't even know existed in my computer, which has changed the volume. Because it's driving me insane. How the fuck did the menu come up? And it won't, the thing is, it won't let me change it. It just won't. Like it's, oh, there it goes. Okay, finally. God, that shit was pissing me off. I gotta fix up. Alright, so I know you can punt these guys. Assuming I have the goddamn strength, I'm gonna just grab it. It has something to do with mashing that button. Because it just happened to goddamn get. fucking volume shit. What in the fuck is going the fuck on? Maybe I can try to practice my punts a little bit. Whatever, just get him killed. This sound shit really put me in a bad mood. I was feeling pretty good about myself until that weirdness with the fucking volume that I still can't figure out what caused it. Although I was able to fix it. Oh wait, I think this actually does no damage, I forgot. Alright, he's dead. Oh wait, no he's not. Sorry, he's not dead. Okay. Let's see if I can do this. Alright. Hey, I actually did it a tiny bit better than Risto Simnis. He had to do Zorion's harpoons twice. Although actually, in a more realistic sense, I actually did far poorer than him. I think I wasted that chest as well. Oh well. I did far poorer than him because it took me multiple tries and I also got hit a bunch of times and died. I did better in this sense that I saved one button press. And that was just luck.
A reminder from his former master of the decision
Alright,
that
I'm gonna
cost Kratos everything. Had it been that long since he'd almost met his end at the hands of the barbarians? That long since he'd traded everything to save himself?
Like, I don't know if you watching this can see this thing on the screen right here, but I have a thing on my screen right here that I don't know how to get rid of. Okay, it finally went away by itself. I don't know how I made it here in the first place. It has something to do with this new controller, I guarantee it, because everything else, like I've never seen that in my life. And I've only done a little bit of playing with this controller.
Only a simple pledge of loyalty was required.
My life is yours, Ares. From this day, I shall carry forth your will.
And his
There's Ares, right there.
As promised, Ares rescued his new disciple, bringing forth the
Ares.
power of a god.
See, because one of the reasons I suspected Ares may have had the Blades of Chaos before Kratos was because he also has those chains on his arms like that, and he could probably use them. Although, since he was born after the Titans were already defeated, I don't know who he really has to fight against.
The Blades of Chaos, forged in the foulest depths of Hades. Once attached, the chains remained so, chained and seared to the flesh, a part of the bearer's body, a permanent reminder of Kratos' pledge. In return, ultimate power. The rage of Ares exploded from within.
And here we see Ares kill the entire barbarian army, which is one of the more significant feats of Olympic godly power across the entire series. And I guess that shows that in the next cutscene, but
I know who it is you serve. Return to your master. Tell the god of war I am his no longer.
and the Blades of Chaos look bigger in the cutscenes than they do in the game.
I will find Pandora's box. And I will use it to see him tremble and fall before me.
Really good graphics in this game. I've mentioned that a lot, but I keep mentally going back to 2005 when this game came out. Okay, so let's see here. I got full health. Let's see what I can do with this. Let's see, can I pull some boundary related fuckery with these guys? Ooh, I should have broken this, because I can go in here. Oh, they're not coming past this boundary, okay. What's in here? Ooh, red orbs. I can get the chest, just not spend the orbs. Although if I decide to do the Clone War, I will spend the orbs. I'm not gonna spend like a million years. I mean, I'm sure like, if I asked him if he thinks I'm ready for the no upgrades run Clone War, he would say probably not, and I would have to agree. Okay. Let's just finish off the rest of these guys, and that'll probably do it for this session. What's the best way to do it? I don't want to use magic. Oops. That was no good. I knew as soon as I jumped that that was a fuck up. You can use the Army of Hades to run around, but I want to try it with that. I want to try to save that magic. Although I guess I might as well get the magic. Whatever, I'll go back and get it. Okay, that was once again the exact same mistake. I just thought I would be able to do it better for some reason. I could use a bit of magic and turn them to stone, but I don't think that's necessary. Oops. Took damage because I was being careless. Hag. Only a tiny bit of damage. Oh no, I'm going to take damage from that explosion. Hag. What is the best call on that? I don't remember that being an issue. But it's been a long time since I tried to play with any restrictions. I'm almost positive in the past I just let loose with level 2 Army of Hades and it kills all these guys. So I don't know. I don't remember the best strategy for all this part. And I focus so much of my research on that boss and that fight against the Satyrs that I don't recall exactly specifically what Simnus does here, because it seemed like in my mind a pretty minor fight, so I didn't bother to pay that much attention to it, which is my own fault. This is the part of the game where Kratos has to climb a rope across the chasm. I like the sound that the monsters make. I think it's funny. They're just like, oh no. Ooh, I got lucky there. That was just luck. Alright. Alright, that's no good. Shouldn't have even used the magic. I can deal with these guys one at a time, I can kill them without using any magic, because I wasted some there on that Medusa's gaze. Alright, that was dangerous. I shouldn't have even knocked him down. I should have just done the infinite. That long string into the knockback was a waste. I'm still trying to figure out how that shit with the sound happened. Alright, let's got to the save point. So that's going to be it for today. Well, maybe not. There's a small chance I might have some time later to squeeze in another short session, but this is the bulk of it for today. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for your patience. I know this was not like my greatest ever showing or anything.